G'day guys and welcome back to Jeans_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So another month, another battlefield. Was sort of hoping to get through to this and do it when I did manage to get my new Cell and Goku and Vegeta, Goku and Gohan to full level 10 links. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do so, so we're just going to run through and bash through this stage with them pretty much maxed out. Wanted to be able to showcase them finishing off these bosses, but look, it just wasn't to be. So we'll start off like this. Obviously, we know that Mr. Invisible, or whatever his name is, dodges. All you do need to is hit him, and he's a goner. He does. There we go. We got the counter. That's the handy thing about thinking Vegito, but then he misses. So yeah, I know a lot of people do bring just 1 or 2 units and then bring the Cyberman because yeah, as long as you manage to hit Mr. Invisible, he is done and dusted. I always have a lot of spare int units. I'm not sure why. I must have just really stacked my team with int units back in the day and just really haven't changed it. You can see the same with tech. It's funny, I actually have very few AGL units, and so the final stage is against STR Omega, which does make it pretty easy for us, that because the AGL units are quite powerful. So in this first one, what do we got? We got links. We better do that. Get big bad bosses activated. Goku Black, obviously on global, does provide the key support. Unlike on JP, they shafted him over there. So yeah, it does make him a lot more handy on global. And then big bad boss is clearly one of the links we want activated. If we can get another super with Cooler, that would be awesome. Nah, it wasn't meant to be. But that's alright. As per usual, these earlier stages are really easy, and if you do sort of struggle with having enough good quality units to get through the deeper parts of this event, I still do recommend using Team Bardock or the Ginyu Force, especially after their EZA, as one of the teams that you do bring to smash out these first couple of stages, because you do want to be collecting that currency as much as possible. So new record, 50 seconds, not too shabby. You will see that I have ran through this once already. Like I mentioned, I was trying to hold out for we always use my extreme teams first. I was trying to hold out for as long as possible. Actually, will bring you, but otherwise it's just taking too long. I'm sure everyone knows how tedious it can be with those last couple of level 10 links. Can always be a pain. So we know that. What should we do? I think that was the wrong move, but that's alright. We know that the Supreme Kai can stun, generally hits in that first slot with his super, I feel like. Yep, as you can see here. And because Frieza was sealed, he's already, you may as well get him stunned already. So if you do have lots of attacks in that first slot against Supreme Kai, I'd definitely recommend throwing in a unit that either has dodge or the unit that is sealed if their defense will hold up. DKP, pretty solid. That world tournament, Cell, I've only got it 55%, unfortunately, is a really good unit though. So for example, like this, we'll grab those. The Supreme Kai is super, so we get the extra 3 key there with the transforming Frieza, and we're getting supered again. Could have put there we go, we could have put hit in there because obviously he had the has been sealed, but backed in Janemba, I think I gave mine about 20 dodge, something along those lines. Might not be that high actually, might be about 17. But yeah, you get a bit of confidence in that. Janemba being sealed, we did get a few tech orbs transformed there. We grab that, give the support, and we'll just collect that, and DKP will get it done here. It's always annoying when you have an enemy that seals you. Even worse when they dodge and we don't get the job done. So good thing I managed to, not managed to, I gave everyone enough key. Because if Golden Frieza hits here, he should finish it off. That's a big if. And no, Supreme Guy is going to be annoying. No active skills on this turn, on this team either, so we're not going to be able to just guarantee one-shot him, I guess. So what we'll do is we'll put you there. We've got the support, as you can see. If we do it this way, no links. Okay, so we'll just leave it like that. We'll grab this. Either Cell or Janambu will have to hit, surely. 1.7, nothing crazy there, but Janambu with his dodging and his stacking is definitely a great unit to bring into Ultimate Clash. He's one of those units that you can save up for the last stage if you're running like one of your desperation teams, just because of he gets that guard. So we go you, go at that. I sometimes bring the Gohan and Golden Frieza because they are a really good linking partner for the Hidden God Goku. Really helps them shine nicely. What we'll do is we'll just grab them. That didn't give us enough key, which is annoying, and that split the key the wrong way. Not a great start, and our orb changer is in slot 7, which is also annoying. Was really happy when I did pull Turles a couple months ago, I reckon. Really good unit, and then once that AGL Turles EZA does come to global, we're going to be able to really showcase him at his best. There's the good thing about running the STR Hit and God Goku, because they do get the extra key when attacking, so even if they don't get the key requirements for their 18 key initially, you're definitely going to be getting that super later on. So that's perfect. Look, we're not going to be able to get Broly's super off, so we may as well just do that. Into that Thouser, or whatever his name, I'm pretty sure it's Thouser or Salzer or something along those lines. He doesn't have a chance to dodge, so this will be it for him. The crit did originally go crit on my cooler, and as I pulled dupes, I'm slowly changing that to additionals. That was pretty soon after I just started the game, so it was a big old noob and muffed up his hidden potential. So we'll go is those, and then I'll bring the support units. We won't worry about Interose. He does good damage, but look, that's not what we're really after here. That doesn't get the 18 key. Oh, we'll grab that, which gives us access to that, into that. Too bad we didn't have our Rose actually, because if he was on the next rotation, he would be causing some big damage. As we know, those nuking style units can go pretty nutty, but so can that Goku and Vegeta. Hopefully in some of the upcoming yellow coin banners, I do manage to get some dupes of them, because I am only at 55%, and even without proper leader skills, you're seeing what he just put out there. So crazy good unit. Lots of talk about the Int LR Cell at the moment, as well as the AGL LR Gohan, and now sort of everyone's hopes that they might be getting their EZA in this celebration. That would be pretty sick. Would bring a lot of relevance back to look at that for some healing. In terms of partners for the new units, let's see. We are versing a hybrid Saiyan here, so I think do we get guaranteed additionals against hybrids? I can't remember. Not that it's going to matter, because we're going to finish him off here. I think I've got my Broly at 69%. I may have picked him up with that new beginners kit that we did get on Global, where you can go pick the unit you want. And the only one I was really in need of was Broly, so definitely not a bad option by any means. So collect more of those orbs and go straight to the tech enemy. We're going to be efficient because we've already got the int selected, and then we go with the legendary existence Super Saiyan and the 130, just like that. So generally I do like to not run specific mono teams, but if you can get that extra leader skill in there, it can be really handy. That's going to give us enough to get the 18 key. He's going to heal. We'll save up those int key spheres, and then we've also got the tech ones there, so see what we do for our next rotation, but it's a pretty good setup. It's also going to depend on which orbs GT Super Saiyan Vegeta does change as well. No dodge, heals back to full. The int UI Goku EZA is still very good. Crazy to think that he's coming up on a year old for global. Being a stacker is always going to give him a lot of usability, but then you add in the fact that once you do get that transformation off, he's got the guaranteed dodge. I think he's not necessarily a unit that gets slept on, but I guess I sometimes think that he's just a little bit underappreciated. And then that Xeno Vegeta for me only is at 55%. So what we can do is, should be able to grab that, and that'll give him his dodge chance. 6, 6, 6, we may as well grab 6 in the healing, and then that gives us an 18 key for Vegito, another unit that he's going to be getting his EZA come the anniversary, so that's going to be awesome. That comes in the part 2. Him and the physical Gogeta do get their EZA, so definitely looking forward to that one as well, even though they aren't quite as good as the Super Saiyan 4 EZAs. I think they'll definitely provide a bit of use. And they do fit under that 200% leader skill that we do get with the anniversary as well. So, yeah, pretty handy, as well as being units that everybody would have copies of, I would have thought. They get thrown on every major banner pretty much, so I'd be impressed if you hadn't managed to pull a copy of them at this stage. A bit like AGL Gohan and the Cell as well. So here's that transformation I spoke about before. We move into our guaranteed dodge. Bugger. We'll do it like this. We'll grab that for a bit of healing, and then we'll just grab that. I'd be very impressed if we didn't finish off Piccolo here. I could have put STR Goku in the first slot, and we would have got that guaranteed additional, which probably wouldn't have given Piccolo a chance to heal. So that might have been the play there, because there we go. And then now we only have the chance. Well, it's not a chance. I think it might be like a medium chance to get off that additional from being in slot 2 or 3. And mine is only 55%, so we didn't get it, and we didn't get supered anywhere this turn. But STR Goku can crit on his supers thanks to his passive, and it wasn't enough. Classic. But we're attacking first, so we'll grab that into that, and then a little bit healing there as well. Xeno Vegeta is probably not a really necessary unit to bring here, because we don't have any Vegeta units apart from the GT Vegeta, so it's probably a bit of a wasted support, and I could bring a unit such as the Gotenks or Yardrak Goku or someone along those lines, but it didn't end up really mattering. So here I've been going with the Pure Saiyan, then then Bardock, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got tons of Fizz units. Super Fizz is still really solid for something like Battlefield. Lots of damage dealers, lots of support. We might just do it like that into that, and then we'll just grab. It's hard because you don't know. Oh, I forgot to bring the nuking Goku. Usually I do bring the Super Saiyan Blue Goku that nukes. That's annoying getting slot. None of these units are slot 1 units, so that sucks. But yeah, and usually I do bring the physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who is an orb changer, so not sure who I usually leave out for this, but anyway, nice little 4.2 mil crit there. We're getting the guaranteed additional, which has the high chance, I believe, to become a super, so really solid. We've just pumped out the 6 mil, and this is a 55% Super Saiyan 2 Goku. He's definitely one of the most easy to use units in the game at this stage. Put him on a team, throw him in anywhere but slot 1, and he goes nuts, as you just saw, for 55% to then tank for double digits on a super. He's crazy good. I wish that his banners Hadn't dropped when they did because sort of limited how much I was able to spend on him, because I would have loved to have pulled some copies on him, but spending before the anniversary is just a very, very dangerous thing. As you might have seen at the start of the video, I'm up to about 2.2k stones. My goals for the anniversary is definitely to get the 3 copies of each, unlock the gold skill orb slot, but that could be a bit of a brave prediction. I will obviously buy stones when the anniversary comes around, and any peel off trove packs that do become available, but yeah, you just never know your luck, so touch wood, we can go in strong with that. And we still do have Ginyu to come. That sucks that we just had that attack get dodged, because that's GT Goku is literally like our biggest damage dealer on this team. But anyway, we've got another good rotation here. We've got the support from the Xeno Goku. Mine's sitting at 90%, so he'll be dandy in that final slot. Of course, we're getting supered in slot 1 again. Fortunately, we got quite a bit of health, and we also didn't get stunned. So coming in with the big 4.3 million attack stat, Bardock should get, yeah, there we go, get the crit, and we're done. So 3 more enemies to go, and we shall be done. So up next, we'll go to Super AGL, so we'll be using Super Tech. I generally go with, I think I usually go something along the lines of that, I think. Still got enough good tech units to make up a second team if I was to have trouble with this. And it always does depend on your rotations a bit, I guess. So we got some tech. We did get the orb changing there, so that's pretty handy. We'll take those, and then that drops that down. Oh, and we got the extra one there as well. If this Trunks Easy Ace, he could be a very, very good Easy A. He's already got the defensive stacking in there. If we get some bigger buffs to him, I'd really look forward to what they can potentially do with him. And then you got that 120% leader skill as well, whether they bump that up to the 130 or potentially higher. We do already have the 130 with PyCon and Janemba, so it'd be interesting to see whether they did elect to take that up to a full maybe 140 or potentially 150. That would go pretty nutty for Battlefield. Let's see, how do we want to do this? We'll let you get hit, because that'll obviously give us the attack boost there. We'll grab those. Always annoying when Jiren and the Go Frieza, Tech Golden Goku and Frieza get separated, because they are great linking partners with each other. Tournament power plays a big part in that. So you do want them two together just to make it easy to get off those 18 key supers. Oh, Gohan. Hit him with that 4.3 million crit. One of them. Oh, Jesus. That was a lot of damage there. Definitely wasn't expecting him to take that type of damage when he has just greatly stacked his defense twice. Another unit that I really would like to get dupes of right here is the Tech Gogeta. Not sure when he will be back on a banner, but there's the double super and the additional on the 55%, so that's really, really good. Actually, no, I think mine is 69%. I think I pulled one copy earlier in the year. So let's see, we'll go like that. Again, we haven't really got any slot 1 units here. Got the 1 rainbow orb there, so we got to go to grab that, because the Tech Super Saiyan 3 gets his stats off. Gets his stats from the rainbow orbs. I should have just brought Tech Khalifa, really. She is the peppy girl, so look, what we do is you. What are you for Tech? Pretty embarrassing. I couldn't tell you the last time that I did lose to I don't think I've ever lost to Super Vegeta before, but anyway, that's not the end of the world. We'll just jump on in. Not a great starting rotation either. Grab all of them. What's going to give us more? They're just the exact same. We'll grab that and that. None of these units are good slot 1 units, so hopefully we don't get supered. Thankfully we didn't. Like I said, again, I should have just brought the Tech Khalifa. She'd got that guaranteed dodge. There's the 1 super. My GT Go Bros, fully rainbowed, fully linked level 10 as well, actually. So always expect big things out of them, and they're going to be a really handy support unit on the LR Super Saiyan 4's team. Unfortunately, they don't have Kamehameha, even as though, as you just saw, Gohan does do a Kamehameha. But anyway, that's a different story. So what we'll do is we'll go Super Saiyans / Goku family. So we'll do you. You get the 200%, and we'll just throw in a supporter at the end. It's a really solid team here. Super Vegeta getting the 200% is nice with his guaranteed crits. It's a great leader skill for, yeah, I think this might be, nah, bugger it, we'll risk it. We'll run Super Vegeta in slot 1. As long as he doesn't get supered there, he'll be fine. If he does get supered, I will look like a dummy. Just for the sake of, there we go, perfect. I just wanted to get him that extra stats. We only got it up to a 3.34, which isn't that high. We are getting the guaranteed crit, but to get the most out of him on this team, we would have wanted him with the Super Trunks. But the easy thing about this cell is that he can be stunned, so it means we don't get to build up STR UI, but it also stops Cell from healing. So a really good option to bring some stunning units on this team. So what we'll do is, what do we get there? 2 versus 2. Get more attack like that. So we'll just do that into that, into that, and that'll drop those STR key spheres and set us up for next rotation. Super Vegeta will be fine here. Mine is rainbowed, fully link level 10. Doesn't have a great deal of links active here, but then he's got the support from the World Tournament Gohan, High School Gohan, whatever you want to call him. We've got the double super. Can we get the, yep, there it is, the triple. So triple defensive raise. We've got the damage reduction built in from their passive. I dare say that he'd be untouchable. Annoying that we got the Cell got the heal off there, because I reckon we would have gone very close to finishing him, and without additionals from Trunks there, we definitely weren't getting that. Look, we're going to put him in slot 1 because I'm going to put him in the title that we're using him for the video, which we are, just in case he manages to heal enough to survive. But not a slot 1 unit. He's better off being used once he's performed his super. So he's just at his defense lower there. 3.1 million, 51%. Look, it's not crazy numbers, but we don't have the great linking partners next to him. I should have put Super Vegeta next to him, but just in case of the stun not happening, I wanted to get that dodge off. I mean, I wanted to have the potential for UI dodging in the middle, but as you saw, it wasn't required. So we'll evaporate Cell away there, and yeah, move on to the final stage against Omega. So as I mentioned previously, he is Extreme STR. What we'll do is we'll bring in Extreme AGL to start off with, because we do have Cell on that team, and I do want to showcase him a little bit in here. First form for Cell, it's not his best situation being against one enemy, but let's see how we go here. So for 3, we can grab those into that, into, dang, looks like we've got to use up some of those AGL key spheres. Always like to save them for my LRs. Freezer being in slot 7 is really painful. He's a big damage dealer. Look at that, Janemba just getting that exponential dodge happening there. untouchable. Would have been nice if the super had been in that slot, but look, obviously it wasn't. Cell, we're getting the additional at 55%. That's very, very handy. The double defensive raise, and then of course he is the one getting supered, and we take 100k with defense lowered after it. So next rotation we'll be open to a bit of damage, but pretty happy with that, getting the double super off and only taking 100k there, especially because we wouldn't have had big bad bosses active because it's not 10 yet. Risky move. What we're going to do is, well, yeah, we'll have to sort of do this. We don't have too much choice, as you can see. We're getting quite a bit from links with the two Android 17s being together. Would have loved to have been able to slide Super 17 into slot 1 to take those hits, but fortunately enough we didn't get super there. My Trenchcoat 17 full level 10 links, and I did go full additional with him because he does raise his defense on super, so he should, I think he should perform alright here because he's got the Super 17 next to him. Damn, look at that, 64k, that's very good. Not much of a defensive stat, I mean an attack stat coming here from Super 17, but he also gets all of his power from when he is hit. But Trenchcoat 17, pretty impressive there, I would have thought. So we get, can I just say as well that this is a very clean animation. Cell going into second form, I reckon that looks sick. And he's been locked. That is painful. Let's see, I've just ruined that orb block there, but that's going to allow us to get everyone their supers. Trusting that's not Janembu, that's Baby Janemba, to get off those dodges, which he does. He's so reliable as a battlefield unit. You just look at that. We literally haven't been hit with him on. That would have to have been the, I reckon, 8th attack. He's dodged in a row, so crazy good unit. If you have him in your back roster not getting a go, I would definitely recommend bringing him in here. Let's see how close Cell can go to getting the finish here. No additional, so we didn't even get close. That's alright. And again, our rotations, not to crash hot. Ruining our ability to link together. What we'll do is we'll get a little bit of a heal off there. Android 13 is going to struggle a bit because he doesn't have big bad bosses active with Margin Vegeta, which is a bit annoying. Oh, but still 133k. That's, it's those additional normals that are going to hurt us here. Hopefully we've got, I think if we can survive off the next couple of normals, we could definitely go very close to, because yeah, that leaves us with 60k. He's already done his super. I think we should be good, and I think we should finish it on this rotation. Maybe not. Thought Vegeta was going to do a little bit more damage there than he did, and there's the additional. So that is Omega Shenron done and dusted. Another battlefield complete. So let me know how you guys found this one, whether it was any more difficult or easier than others. We still had Super AGL up our back pocket to be able to smash through that one. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.